Erin Moriarty looks at how the runners in the city are making sure they're ready to go. Erin, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie. In a typical year, 47,000 athletes from around the world come to compete in the New York City Marathon. Well, that number will likely be lower this year because of Sandy, just as the criticism is beginning to rise for having that race at all. Molly Pritz was the top American female finisher at last year's New York Marathon. This year, she hoped to do even better.
It's been a race just to get here.
Then Sandy came along.
Just the devastation of it left me kind of shocked, you know. You never know how hard it's going to hit until it hits land.
Despite the flooding, power outages, and general disruptions brought by this storm of the century, New York's Mayor Michael Bloomberg says the race will go on.
We have to have an economy. There are lots of people that have come here. It's a great event for New York.
The decision sparked debate on the Facebook page of the New York Roadrunners Club, the organization responsible for the marathon. This is one of the biggest slaps in the face you can give any rescue responder, victim and survivor of this disaster, one member wrote, while another posted, New York City needs this race for normalcy. The NYPD would not reveal how many first responders will be on hand, only telling CBS News there would be adequate detail to secure and barricade the 26-mile race through New York's 5 boroughs. The effort is typically joined by some 8,000 volunteers.
I think it'll be a really good thing for the city post, Sandy.
Anil Bombani manages a New York athletic store.
This is it, runners!
He likens this year's race to the one he ran after 9/11.
There was a big sense of pride and accomplishment for New Yorkers.
Molly Pritz wouldn't be kept away, but training here has presented a challenge all its own. Central Park has been closed to clear debris, forcing athletes onto the now overcrowded streets of the city. Cleanup crews are working to make all the pavement passable. Still, participants will get a good glimpse of the devastation along the route. Sanitation workers are clearing the starting line on Staten Island, where some residents are still missing. In Brooklyn, the runners will pass buildings submerged just days ago. And in Queens, they'll be within 10 miles of the neighborhood that lost 100 homes to fire and flood. The race will end in Manhattan after heading briefly through the Bronx, where a combined 280,000 residents remain without power. For Molly Pritz, it will be the race of a lifetime, and one she could have never expected.
You come here, it's more than just a normal race. It's an uplifting experience that not only makes you run better, but you feel like you're running for something more important.